Andre Paras and I are standing alongside greatness. A guy, if the season ended today, will be named without a shadow of the doubt the Rookie of the Year and MVP, Clint Escamis. Brother,
Thank you.
another marvelous performance. But we have a lot of questions. Ray and I have. Number one, we want to talk about your matchup with Jacob Cortez. Kasi sinabi ni Dre sa akin kanina, we feature all these matchups, but for some reason, hindi patas yung scoring. In this battle between you and Jacob Cortez, it was a fair fight. Both of you put on unbelievable highlights. What does it feel like competing against a guy like that?
Syempre, Jacob Cortez sobrang ng point guard na well talked about. And syempre, pinapakita niya din yung performance niya. And Beda, another team na championship team, Kaya yun yung mga masarap kalaban, especially the crowd. Yung mga pag nag-i-in Daniel yan, fourth quarter, napakasarap, nakaka-intense and nakaka-motivate din kalaban.
And like, ito naman, as a team, kitang-kita naman natin yung laban yung very intense. There are times that you were leading, times where you weren't. Pero nung yung naghahabol kayo, how did you guys not panic and how did you manage to still control the pace of the game?
We've been to this spot before na tamba kami, mga like 10 points, 17 points nung last game against LPU. And we came back. And yun lang talaga, more experience and keep our composure lang. And konti-konti lang talaga namin ibababa yung lead and we did it.
You said 17 points down against LPU.
Yes.
In this game, you were down by 13 against San Beda, down by 10 at the start of the fourth quarter. Describe to us and everybody watching right now what the atmosphere was like in the dugout when you were down by 10 coming into the fourth. How did you get back in the game?
Coach just said na trust the system, trust our defense, and madami talaga kami lapses, especially kay Jacob, naka 24 points. Damn.
Damn.
And syempre, mapuwas known for a defensive team, and yun, dami namin lapses sa kanya, and that really shows how good of a point guard he is.
And
credit to him.
If I were to go back to the first round meeting, you had 14 points, pero ngayon you had 21 points. What motivated you to do more, and in other words, do more at the same time, involve your team in this game?
Yung papunta sa Final Four lang namin, syempre, itong second round namin na iba talaga yung adjustment. Yung nag-adjust nga sila compared to our last game. I think nag-20 point lead nga kami at one point eh. So yun, alam ko naman si Coach Yuri, magaling yan eh. And yun, he did adjusted and the score na, buti na lang may Paulo Hernandez kami.
Shoutout din kay Paulo.
Kay Paulo Hernandez.
Big shot, man, by Paulo Hernandez. And he took that shot off of an extra pass with 1 second remaining on the shot clock.
Wow.
Clint, during that moment, you were not in the game. Napansin namin ni Andre, there were times na I'm not sure if it was an offense-defense substitution because you're obviously a great defensive player also. You play both ends of the court. What is the reasoning behind that na linalabas ka ni Coach Randy Alcantara, especially in the most important offensive possessions?
For me, nagpasub na kasi ako kasi liability na ako sa defense and offense kasi nagka-cramps na ako eh. And
Wow!
Yung last shot ko, like all board eh. Wala, tumaas na talaga. Sabi ko, di mo na talaga kaya. Pasok nyo na lang yung ibang guys na mas makakatulong sa team.
Grabe yung tiwala, Dre.
And to think about the confidence you have. And Eko, I just want to also ask, kasi compared to the first games, you guys were, first matchup, you guys were attacking the basket. Pero kitang-kita, not just the guards, not just the bigs, you guys were making shots up from the perimeter and also beyond the painted area. Instead of yung mga bread and butter nyo guys, under or inside the paint. Were you guys working on this towards the matchup dito sa San Beda?
Yes, nag-extra work din kami, especially shooting and mga box out nga namin eh. Yun talaga yung more of defensively and syempre sumabay din kami sa game ng San Beda, puro 3 points sila eh. So yun, buti na lang we converted din, especially Paulo.
Clint, I watched the last episode of Game On where you guessed it, Martin Javier was talking with you. There was a young kid who went up to you. He showed you and Martin yung artwork niya.
Okay.
Nag-joke si Martin na palaminate mo na yan, pa-frame mo na yan. He was in the crowd with the frame. So how did that feel seeing that? And this is why you do what you do to inspire kids like this.
So yun, sobrang sarap sa pakiramdam na, we got kids na looking up to me and nagiging role model din ako for their idol kasi yun gusto nila maging pagtanda eh. So I'm happy na positive yung yung outcome ko sa kanya. Yun.
And to think na, kasi we also talked about it, na has this happened also to you before when you were a kid? You also got that
Yes.
picture, that autograph from your
Yes,
idol, and knowing that
yes.
once you make it to this point of your life, you will also do the same to the youth.
Yes, actually here sa Phil Oil, like when I was watching, Kiefer Avena, yun, picture ako dyan sa mga dugout. So, and sabi ko, one day, I'll play here.
And you have done it. And what a way to inspire the upcoming youth.
Yes.
You know how people post all the time, one day,
Yes, yes. This is the day.
the day has come para dito kay Clint Escamis, and hopefully his day
Yes.
will come one day.
Hopefully pray.
Yeah, this is where the inspiration starts. Clint, I'm sure you need to get your rest because you were already cramping up earlier. So, eto, batiin mo na lahat ng mga taga-suporta mo.
Shoutout sa lahat ng Mapua community and especially kay God, syempre. And sa family ko, sa mom, dad ko, and sa mga taga Davao, taga Dumaguete, and sa ate Kim ko, and sa mga brothers ko, Kuya Mark and Kuya Bill, and sa mga boss namin, Boss Teddy and Boss AA. Thank you sa lahat. And especially to coaches and especially Paulo Hernandez. Shoutout.
Shout out again to Paulo Hernandez. You gotta do it. You gotta be there for your boys. You gotta be there for your teammates. All right, Clint Escamis right here. Tuloy lang, brother. All right, when we come back, post-game coverage